Florida man who threatened to kill Trump with his bare hands sentenced to prison. More prison because he was already in prison.
Breaking news, a Cape Coral man is sentenced to more than 2 years in federal prison for threatening to assassinate President Donald Trump. 32-year-old Christopher Davies sent a letter claiming he had planned a presidential assassination and later told Secret Service agents he wanted to kill President Trump. Davies pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 27 months in prison. The case was investigated by the U.S. Secret Service.
So Christopher Davies was in prison when he issued this threat. Christopher Davies is still in prison because he pulled an armed robbery back in 2017, which got him 15 years. He won't be getting out. He wasn't set to get out until 2032, a real law-abiding patriot. By the time he was set to get out, Trump wouldn't even be president anymore. Hell, Trump probably wouldn't even be alive anymore. Some other patsy would be running the country. Now, writing a letter in prison, then giving it to a prison official is like saying, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" At this point, I just think people like jail, and this was an easy in. A Florida man who threatened to kill President Donald Trump with his bare hands was sentenced to 27 months in prison. Now, that's federal time, so I wonder, are they going to interrupt his state time and have him do the 27 months, then send him back to finish his state time, or are they going to hit him with that federal time after he finishes his sentence? Either way, the bill comes due. U.S. Attorney Gregory W. Kehoe announced Tuesday. According to court documents, Christopher Davies, 32, of Cape Coral, wrote a letter to an official at the Charlotte Correctional Institution. He wrote a letter to an official at the Charlotte Correctional Institution saying that he had orchestrated the most daring presidential assassination that this country has ever seen. History begs to differ, buddy, and that Donald J. Trump must perish. Now, I might want to wring a few necks every once and again, but I'm not going to write an essay to anybody describing how or when I'm going to do it. Breaking up the monotony of state prison time by mixing in a little federal prison time. Stop going to jail for a president that won't be president when you get out. Trust me, you won't be saving the country. It's still going to be going down the crapper no matter who's in the driver's seat, Democrat or Republican. I think these people know what they're doing, and it's just an easy way to keep three hots in a cot. Davies admitted to writing the letter and explained that he wanted to kill the president while being questioned by a U.S. Secret Service agent. That poor bastard of an agent that had to fly all the way out, come and look this idiot in the eye and ask him some serious questions. What's interesting about this is, why tell anyone? More specifically, why tell law enforcement? People usually find manifestos after the fact, but no one is sending their plans directly to the people that want to stop them. When asked hypothetically what he would do if President Trump was near him, Davies claimed that he would attempt to kill President Trump with his bare hands. A news release said Davies pleaded guilty on October 29th, 2025. Of course, I love to hear your thoughts on this. I love to hear your opinions on this. I think it's extremely important to prosecute these nut jobs, whether they're serious or not, if they're just looking for their 15 minutes of fame. Some people are so one-dimensional that they can sit back and agree with the threatening of a president and his staff because it wasn't the person that they wanted. But when you say it's okay for it to happen to the guy on one side, you're basically saying it's okay to happen to people on both sides.